imagined as being a very good boy over there on his place. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee with Katie. I'm officially back in the States. It's kind of sad. I'm still adjusting, but gonna fall back into my normal filming schedule and posting. So I wanted to go ahead and start with my welcome back video with my June TBR because it's a little bit overdue. You know how this goes. We're gonna be talking about all of the books I'm planning on reading in June. My reading has been very slow just because of a lot of transitions and, you know, doing my internship in Germany. So I haven't been reading as much as usual. So I'm only gonna put 4 books on my TBR this time because I just don't know what I'm gonna have time for, and I'm trying to like wade myself in slowly. So the first book that I would like to read is Heir of Storms by Lauren Hamilton Murray. This is one of my June anticipated releases, and it's book 1 in the Stormweaver series. I can't remember everything about it right now, but I do recall that it's a mix between like Shadow and Bone, like the Grisha trilogy, and something else. Let's see. Okay, Red Queen meets Shadow and Bone. In this explosive start to a YA romantasy trilogy about dangerous magic, forbidden love, and a cutthroat competition for the throne, in an empire where crowns are not inherited, they're won. So that sounds pretty fun, and I'm pretty excited about it. I love the comparison of Red Queen and Shadow and Bone, even though I haven't read the Red Queen series thus far. But I'm very excited to read this. It just came out Tuesday, I think, which I thought it wasn't out yet. But it is. I'm gonna get to that when I can. The book that I am currently reading, that's on my TBR for June, is Cruel is the Light by Sophie Clark. Oh, I actually have this. Okay, I can't remember where it is at this exact moment, but I do have a copy of this because I got it in one of my fairy loots, and I was excited about it. And I'm enjoying it thus far. It's basically about demon hunters in the Vatican City. Well, parts of it in the Vatican and Rome, etc., in Italy. And it's an epic new fantasy about a demon hunter and a foot soldier thrown together in a centuries-old war, and the forbidden love that could change the course of history. And it's been, like I said, it's been interesting so far. I'm curious to see how the book wraps up, but I am currently reading that, so it should be finished in June. I've been very slow reading recently. Another one I would love to read is Shield of Sparrows by Davina Perry. This is book 1 in Shield of Sparrows series. I'm not really sure. This came out in the beginning of May, which I did not anticipate, and actually, Red Tower Books sent me an ARC of this, and I had no idea because I was gone. So, I do have a copy of it, but it's the ARC. And I remember thinking this sounded really interesting and was looking forward to reading it, so I'm glad that I do have a copy, and that I can listen to it through the library as well. Shield of Sparrows is a slow burn, high-stakes romantasy perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Rebecca Yarros. Where enemies become lovers, monsters stalk a cursed realm, and a forgotten princess finds the strength to tear off her crown and become the warrior she was never meant to be. That's all I kind of know about it at the moment, but I was really interested in reading it when I heard about it. And then last but not least, I hope to read Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. This is book 2 in the Into the Darkness series. Book 1 was Lights Out, which I shockingly really enjoyed. So I'm curious to read Caught Up. And this is the second book in a series, but it follows different characters, so it's not exactly like, you don't have to know what happens in the first book, I don't think, because it follows a different character. But I guess this is going to be a trilogy, which is interesting, because I don't know who the other, like the third book would be about. But this one's following Nico, and it says, he's ruthless, a walking red flag. Good thing red is my favorite color. If you've read Lights Out, you kind of know what this is about. So I'm just curious. I'm curious to see what is going to happen with the plot and like the danger elements, because there's always aspects of that outside of the romance plot line. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out, because it's kind of mafia-esque. His family's kind of mafia-esque. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. But I really enjoyed the audiobook for Lights Out, so I hope this one's as funny. If it's not, I might not like it as much, but I have high hopes. Well, those are all of the books that I'm planning on reading in June. Hopefully I can read more. Hopefully I get all of these read. But those are the hopes and dreams for now. I would love to know your most anticipated release for June, or just a book you're planning on picking up in June, if you want to leave in a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, but as for now, that is it for today's video. Please like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time. Stay safe and caffeinated. Bye.